Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World video. In this video, we will continue the beginner's guide we started. And we'll finish the third defense for Stonewood 2. If you didn't watch the first two videos, you can check them here. And I will add the links in the description too. So, what we will learn in this video? Well, let's see first what new features you got after finishing these two missions. But before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. And use code Larsis in the item shop if you want to support me, helps me a lot. And without further ado, let's get started. After the second defense, which I covered in the last video, you will need to finish these two quests to unlock the next defense. The first one will give you some XP, 2 llamas, and Major Oswald, who allows you to level up your heroes. Go to Command Center, Heroes, Manage, and select the hero you need to level up. These two heroes are not the best since you are in early game, but upgrade any of them, because it will give you a reward.
Oh, like you know how to do things. That is good. You're hired.
Now let's use the 2 llamas we got. Again, for now use your free llamas, keep the tickets unless you know what you are buying. Like a legendary llama with a good hero, weapon, or survivors you need. An epic survivor, with survivor's durability bonus, which good at early game. Every survivor has its own perk, like traps damage, traps durability, health, and etc. But mostly we all focus on the durability survivors. You don't need to know everything about survivors right now, but if you need more information, check this video. It will explain everything about survivor squads. And after the second quest, retrieve the data, you will get some rewards too, some XP, a trap schematic, and a weapon schematic. And you will get Clip, who allows you to increase your traps and weapon schematics level. Again, I will upgrade anyone, just for the reward. Now let's start with the third defense. But I want to mention something first. I'm progressing a bit fast right now to unlock all the features in the game first. I don't want to start explaining a lot of things like all the menus, all the materials in the games, how to max your level and all these stuff. I prefer to explain them while we unlock them during missions. Then at some point, I will explain further, like everything in details. And you will understand everything, like the upgrades tab for example. I can go through all of it in my main account, explaining everything, but you haven't unlocked it yet. So, it will be better to unlock it first, then explain it. Now let's start the defense. I will continue the rest of the tutorial after it to make it easier to understand. And I will explain all the features we will unlock too. Same as the last defense, you don't have to place any amplifier yet. We will just defend only the home base. You will get 3 waves, 1 from each direction. I already built these during the last video. It should be enough for this defense too. You may need to fight a bit, but still, very easy. But I will use all the resources I have right now and craft as much traps as I can. I will focus on the gas trap for the roof, and the wall darts for the walls. You can recycle the weak traps or the ones you don't need like this. And I didn't farm anything too, I only finished the 2 required quests before this defense. But as you see, if you followed the tips I mentioned in the last videos about farming, you will get enough mats like I have right now easily. Even more if you farmed a bit. I will add some more traps for each direction. But not that much. You don't have to add exactly like me. You can add randomly, but we need to add the traps where the husk will walk like I explained before. So, I add the traps to cover the path they will follow. Here the area is too big to cover with traps, 3 tiles wide. And it will cost a lot. So instead, I will use block-offs to close 2 tiles, and will trap the third. Add some block-offs randomly, you don't need too much, since the path we need them to follow is nearby. Now add the traps randomly around the paths they will follow. I will explain how to build better tunnels, passes, and block-offs in the next video. I thought to do that in this video, but we will destroy most of what we built here already when we start placing amplifiers. And some of you may think, why we don't just block everything around the home base with block-offs, like walls, stairs and cones with traps of course. First, let's start the defense, then I will explain everything. One thing I forgot to mention before, you can play these defenses in public lobbies. Check here, and 3 players will join your base and help you. But I prefer to do them solo. Believe me, take your time to learn and enjoy the game. When you rush, you will miss a lot of things, and the game won't be fun as before. Well, about the previous idea, when you block everything with block-offs. It may sound a good idea, but here's the thing. The main idea of this game is that you are defending something from the husk. Like this defense for example, we are defending the home base right now, then the amplifiers. Same thing with war games, endurance, and the normal missions too. Yes, there are other missions in the game, but most of the time, you are defending something. And the husk are designed to reach the object you are defending no matter what. So, what we do? 3 main things. 1 is to build and trap any path to the object, just like I did with the west direction. But the west direction had only 2 paths, and the second one was too far, so we had to build only 1 path. But to do that to the other directions, it will cost a lot. So here comes number 2, block-offs. Just like I did with the east direction. This direction has 3 paths the husk can follow. I blocked 2 and built the 3rd one. Same thing with the south direction. Yes, it's only 1 path, but we narrowed it to 1 tile path instead of 3. That's why block-offs are one of the most things you will use in the game. And don't worry if you got lost, I will explain everything about block-offs in details in the future. For now, just use any random builds to block what you need to block. Just like I did with the south direction. 3 is to use ton of block-offs to send the husk to a very far path, but you won't need this right now, even for the first 10 or 20 defense. So, don't worry about it right now. But still, why we don't block everything? Well, as I just mentioned, the husk will try to reach the object, and will destroy anything to reach it no matter how much block-offs you added. Like if you blocked this path, they will try to find another. You blocked everything, they will start destroying the block-offs to open a path. And they can cause a lot of issues while doing that. So, the smart thing to do is to give them a path, and all of them will follow it. Then trap it well. And it will be smooth defense more than you think. Like you can go AFK and everything will go as planned. But when you close everything, you need to add ton of traps and be there to fix anything if needed. We may do that for the normal missions. Like when we surround the Atlas or the shelter. But normal missions are different than storm shield defenses. Now, let's continue, and I will explain the rest after the defense ends.
break in the action. Another wave coming soon. Prepare for an attack from the west.
some XP, 2 llamas, another 100 tickets, and a trap schematic. Plus 2 upgrade points. I will explain them in a moment.
Some equipment upgrades. So, we now have a full-time technologist to help you with anything you need.
This challenge formed the bundle I bought while buying Save the World. And now, you unlocked Kevin, which allows you to access, unlock and upgrade your gadgets and tools.
I can't take it anymore, little robots.
Can't take what?
Go to your command center, then upgrades. Here you have a lot of gadgets, which you can use during your missions. They are like abilities or something. Like this one, for example, Adrenaline Rush, which allows you to heal yourself and your teammates. Or this one, which allows you to use 2 drones to fight with you. I will explain all of them in a separate video when we unlock most of them. But how to do that? By leveling up and finishing more storm shield defenses, you will unlock all of the gadgets, plus you will get upgrade points. You can use these points to unlock more gadgets, or you can level up the ones you already have. Like the adrenaline rush, at some point, you can use it to instantly revive your teammates, not just to heal. Which is very good. Same thing with the tools. You can unlock lots of useful tools from here. Like this one, which increases our storage slots by 20. Or this one which increase your pickaxe damage, which will allow you to destroy objects faster. For now, I will pick the airstrike and the storage one. You can pick what you like. I will explain all of them in a separate video plus recommendations for which to upgrade first. The tools will take effect automatically. But to be able to use the gadgets, you need to add them first to your hero loadout. Now you unlock the third slot in your survivors squad. Use one that matches the leader, but if you don't have one, it's okay. For now, use anything, you will get ton of good survivors soon. And you can access ventures too. You can say it's the battle pass for Save the World. But it's a bit different. It's free, anyone can access it. It has 50 level, and every level has a specific reward. To level up, you need to finish these missions on the map to get XP to increase your level. It's the same thing like the main game. They added it for endgame players, who already unlocked everything in the game and play the same thing for years. So, for now, you can skip it, but I know that a lot of people will disagree with me. Because some of its rewards will help you a lot as a one who just started the game. But the thing is, you just started the game, it's better to follow the main story like finishing more defenses to learn more about the game, than go for ventures. Plus it takes a lot of time to finish. You can progress in the game a bit, and by that you will know mostly everything that you need to build your account, then you can check the ventures rewards and see if you need to level up to a specific level to get this reward. Like for example, I may go for level 5 to get this legendary llama, because it will help a lot as a new player. Don't worry, we get a new season around every 2 to 3 months. But if you need to know more about ventures in early game, let me know in the comments. Now you need to finish 3 missions to unlock the next defense. I will explain all the new features you get from them in the next video with the 4th defense. And after finishing all the tutorials, if a lot of people are still confused about the game, like the menus, the leveling system, I will make a separate video about all of them. Just let me know in the comments what you need, and I will try to cover it. And that's it. Don't forget to use code Larsis in the item shop if you want to support me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, see you in the next one.